Well, how's it going? Welcome to 2020. I know it's been a little while, but let's start the new year off with a little outlaw trucking. How about that? So I don't know if you can read that sign right there, but I am at the Oklahoma and Arkansas border, and I am on some kind of highway. I think it's Highway 156. I am finagling my way around some of the scales. Not quite all of the scales, but some of them. Anyways, a pretty nice spot. It's been a really pretty drive. I actually stopped so that way I could clean the windshield so I could get some road footage for you guys. You don't really get any kind of cell phone reception, so you're just there with either your music or your thoughts. And I decided that I've had enough of my own thoughts and needed to turn the camera on, so anyway, let's go talk about this load that I've got right here and why we're actually having to outlaw just a tad. All right, so as you can see, I've got 5 skidded coils, and hey, I'll be frank, I was pretty lazy whenever I tarped this thing. I was looking for speed and speed alone, and that's what we went for on this load, and well, it shows. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's see if we can turn that just a hair more. Yeah, I like that shot. And don't worry, yes, I'm technically standing close to the road, but I am in zero danger of being hit by a vehicle. So anyway, when I booked this load here, I'm headed down to Texas, and I'm gonna swing through the house, get a night at the house, because I've been out for about 3 weeks now. And you know, I needed a break from YouTube. I just needed to kind of shut all of that out and just focus and concentrate on 2020 and my goals and my projections and all of that good stuff, which I may go into later, but I'm not gonna bore you with right now. So I went to book this load. It said 45,000 pounds. When I called the broker, you know, they never mentioned the weight, and honestly, I didn't even think to ask about it, because typically when you're hauling coils, which I came out of Granite City, the weights are usually really, really accurate. So all of the, speed forward into the process, I'm heading over there, and I pull up the rate con to see if I have my pickup number. I've had kind of issue with that lately, so I wanted to double check before I got there. Well, right above the pickup number was the weight, and it said 47,280 pounds. Now, I haven't talked about it yet because I wanted to do kind of an introduction to 2020 vlog. I feel like this is a good one to do, but I did put duals on my truck instead of those super singles, and we're definitely gonna be making a video about that. And I know that I've added some things here and there to add some weight, so I didn't know exactly how much I weighed. Well, when I saw that weight, I knew that I was gonna be extremely close to being grossed out, and I went ahead and I stopped and I scaled. That would be the one time that multiple cars are coming from both directions, and I guess my life was technically in danger, but we made it out alive. Anyway, stopped and scaled 32,700 pounds. And the weight on the bills for these here coils, 5 of them, 47,280 pounds. Now, I'm gonna save you the 32,700 and 47,280. I'll save you the time of having to actually do the math. That's 79,980 pounds, and that doesn't include the 5 pallets that they're sitting on. So, and also I was on about 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So, we've been doing a little bit of outlaw. I try to, you know, fuel up at nothing but TA and Petros, and to try to bounce around to get from TA to Petro and all that stuff to get my fuel where I want to be. Well, I've had to go around some scales, and had to go around the one right there west of Joplin. Of course, it's always open, but headed south on 49, the one headed south on 49 was actually open. So dadgummit, we're out here. We are back roads trucking. We are outlawing it up, and you know, we're not over by much, but when we are over that 3/4 tank of fuel, well, yeah, we're over enough that's gonna raise some eyebrows if we wind up going through the scales. So we're hitting all the scales at about half a tank, planning that out, and it just is what it is. So let's get down the road and let's show you some of these beautiful back roads. right, so I don't know how this is gonna come out, but we're gonna give it the old college try and see what we can come up with here. It's kind of a funky setup. It's not something that I can do kind of all the time, but got some extra time on this load, even though I'm dodging scales. We're gonna be all right. So right now, what you're seeing, after I mute this GPS, right now what you're seeing is 156, and I just crossed into Oklahoma. The GPS is telling me I'm in Stillwell, Oklahoma. I'm sure that's probably accurate. There was a grocery store back there. Grocery store slash gas station and all that good stuff. A gentleman pulled up as we were driving off there. He pulled up in a really nice W9 with pulling a RGN, and he's just coming off the road. He'd been out on the road for 8 weeks. I said, my hat's off to you, sir. That's a long time. It's hard for me to stay out here 8 weeks. I've done it on numerous occasions, but I do prefer not to do it. So, but he's gonna enjoy some home time, and ourselves, with this load here, we're headed down to Seguin, Texas. And for all you non-Texans out there, that's just outside of San Antonio, just on the east side. So kind of close, a little bit closer to Houston. And I'm just gonna bounce to the house, say hi to the kids and wife, and then we're headed right back out. We grabbed a load out of Houston, picking up on Friday, and it's gonna run us up into Illinois. And it's not paying the greatest, because right now, everybody should just avoid Texas. It looks that way on the load boards. And but you know what? I hadn't been home in a while, and the load previous to this went over to Jefferson City, Missouri, and I just couldn't find anything that suited my fancy coming out of there. And I saw that load going down to San Antonio, and it was paying a little over $2 a mile. And in my experience, over $2 a mile headed to Texas, you should probably jump on it. So we did, and here we are. And look at this. I mean, this is really pretty. I sure hope that I just now noticed that the windshield still looks dirty. So my apologies. I did the best that I thought I did the best that I could. I did not necessarily do the best that I could on that. But we're rolling, and as you can see, there is not exactly anywhere to pull over and stop and fix it. So all I can do is apologize. That's all we can do. Lord, I apologize. If you know where that came from, well, good on you. But yeah, so, you know, let's talk about my absence here for a little bit. I just needed a break. I was feeling a little bit burnt out. You know, I made a lot of, or I put myself out there quite a bit, and have not followed through on a lot of that, and I do not like that. I do not like that one bit. Not one bit. When I say that I'm gonna do something, then within the best of my ability, I try to do it. And I have just been failing with YouTube, to be honest, at least with my word. So, from this point forward, I can't promise anything. Because if I can't follow through, then it makes me feel bad. And when it makes me feel bad, that's just, you know, that's not a place that I want to put myself, put myself into, or not a situation that I want to put myself into. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, I just feel like if I say that I'm gonna do something, or if I say that I do something, then that's the way that it is. And I have not put any videos out on the other channel, the Truck Driving School channel. Apologize about that, but I took these few weeks off to get my thoughts together and how I want to approach and attack everything. So what I can say is, for the next few months, I'm gonna be running very hard. And And, you know, it's just the way that it is. When I'm running open deck, or when anybody's running open deck this time of year, it's just hard to make money, you know? It's out there. You can certainly make money. A couple of weeks ago, I made 78 in 1 week. And, you know, that is certainly not something that happens every week at all, or at least not to me. Not running the spot market, but it was possible, you know, and the week after that was still pretty good. I don't remember exactly, but it was over 6. And these are gross numbers, by the way, for all you trolls that are interested. But, you know, I've just been out here kind of doing my thing and running hard, and you know, those were a lot of miles both weeks. And I just really haven't, I've been exhausted, you know, haven't quite found my groove out here yet. Looking for it. I'm searching. It's not from a lack of trying, but you know, we're doing all right. And we survived 2019. So everybody that survived 2019, you should give yourselves a pat on the back, because it was a very rough year. Very rough year. For everyone that was involved. You know, a lot of companies went out of business. Have mercy. Steep little hills over here. I've dropped all the way down to 8th gear. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the scenery today. It's been fun. This is not something that is typical, and this is probably not a road that a lot of truck drivers travel. So hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, but ring that notification bell so you know when the next videos are coming out. And to give you a little bit of insight into what is coming, I am going to be making the duals versus super singles comparison. I am going to be doing the auto socks comparison. And Trucking with Selena, actually, they put out a video about the auto socks, so you may want to check that out as well. But ours is going to be a little bit different, so make sure the notifications are on so you know when that video is dropping. But as always, stay driven.